Do you know why tigers like to travel with elephants? Extra trunk space? Ba-da-cha! Woo!
Hey, what's up, my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the Zyuohger DX Cube Elephant and Cube Tiger. So here we are, and there they are. And first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. So we'll start off here with Cube Elephant. So you have Cube Elephant, he's all like, Transform! Yeah, he's totally doing that. And you have the combination there with Zyuohger King. Up top you have Cube Elephant and Zyuohger Elephant. On the side, you have Cube Elephant again. On the other side, Cube Elephant. On the back of the box, you have your obligatory product shots, and you get Cube Gorilla. Yay, can't wait for that. And on the bottom of the box, you have the Cube Elephant again, and you have Sir Pac-Man! And that's basically it for the elephant's packaging. Here's the packaging for Cube Tiger. You got the Tiger. Transform! The combination there with Zyuohger King. Cube Tiger. Zyuohger Tiger. On the side here, you have the Cube Tiger again, Cube Tiger combination. On the back, obligatory product shots, Gorilla, yay, Gorillas. On the bottom of the box, you have Sir Pac-Man! And that's basically it for the packaging. So moving right along, here we have our next Cube animals right here. Cube Elephant and Cube Tiger. So we finally have the core member of the team here. So we will take a look at Cube Elephant first, and as you can see, it's a cube. Are you surprised? I know I am. Not really. Anyway, here is Cube Elephant. You can see he is number 4, and again has some molded details throughout. You can see the feet there for a combined mode, and the port right there for the sword and all that good stuff and things in the other. Pretty much can see the elephant head right there staring at you. Visible head syndrome. Yep, he's got it. But these things are simple, so what do you expect? But there you go. It's a cube, man. It's a cube. Yay for cubes. So there you have that, and we'll put him off to the side. Then we will take a look at Cube Tiger, and you can see nice white cube there, number 5. And again, you do have some nice molded details throughout. You get some extra paint apps there. There you have everything for combined mode. Right there, you do have these extra pegs that stick out, and that's for a future combination. And clips and whatnot and things and stuff. And it's a cube, man! It's a cube! Yay for cubes! So now, we will bring in the other members here. The lion, the shark, the eagle. And now we have our core 5 members here, until of course the 6 members introduced. So there we go. So you have that, and if you totally want to, you can totally just stack them up and just have just a totem pole of cubes there, just a pillar of cubes. Why not? You can do it. I like to see how high this ends up going, honestly. So there you go. Let's take these apart for now. Put this off to the side. So, let's get down to some transformations. So, for Cube Elephant, excuse me, let me readjust a little bit here. Pardon me. So, for Cube Elephant, the transformation is very simple, as you would probably have guessed already. You just take this back piece right here, flip that up, flip up the head, flip out the trunk, and there you have the Cube Elephant. There you have it. It is a little weird because obviously the combined mode feet are just kind of hanging out back there, but if you look at it from this angle, it looks a bit better. But there you go. Here's the Cube Elephant. There is some articulation. You can actually move his head up and down. You can move the trunk around. So you actually do get a little bit of articulation here, which is nice. You can kind of get him, kind of sitting down, or his trunk down or something. I don't know. You can pose them a little bit, actually. It's something. So there you go. There you get the Cube Elephants. And, I like them. I like the gold paint here. Nice gold paint right there on the forehead. It's very nice. The paint apps are very nice and clean and crisp, which I always appreciate. So you have the Cube Elephant. Now we'll bring in the Cube Tiger transformation. Again, very simple. You just take this section right here, pull it out. You flip down the head, come back here, flip up the tail, and there you have the Cube Tiger. Right there. You can see the head. Nice red there on the eyes. Got some black paint apps there. Got some gray and red. Some black stripes. Right there. Very nice. I actually do like how the lines from the number 5 actually end up making stripes on the tail. I just think that's cool. But there you go. Articulation-wise, is very little. I mean, you can move the tail up and down. You can move the head up. That's pretty much it. These bits right here can move. They are on hinges, and on the show, she uses them to shoot stuff at the monsters. Right there, they can lock in the downward position, but I believe that is more for a future combination than anything else. But there you go. So there you go. They have the Cube Tiger. So now, without further ado, we'll bring in the rest of the team. We have the Cube Lion, the Cube Sharky, boop, boop, right there, and the Cube Eagle. There we go. So there we have the 5 main cube animals right there. Woo! It's so silly, but it's fun. It's fun. So there you go. There you have that. So now we'll just get down to the combinations here. So we will start off with we'll just leave the arms down. We'll just leave it in the combined mode. But let's see. We'll get all this back into cube mode. Get them back into cube mode, and we will start off with what combination will we start with? We'll start off with the tiger here. Get it back into cube mode here. So for this combination, you're going to use we're going to use number 3, number 5, and number 1 right there. Raise the camera up so you can actually see what's happening. I'm sure that's very important. There we go. Move you off to the side. Get a big sword in there. Booyah. Get the sword in your hand. And there you have one combination that you can do with the eagle, the tiger, and the lion right there. And again, you can take these bits and kind of angle them out if you wish. It's totally up to you. There you go. There you have the full combined mode there. You can see the tiger face right there on the crotch. Yeah. So there you go. So that's one combination you can do if you wish. Another combination you can do is you can take what are we doing? What are we doing here? Actually, we'll get the elephants back in the cube mode here. So we can take number 4, number 2, and number 1. Get the sword back in. And you have that combination right there with elephant as the feet. So you can see that, and you can actually see the elephant heads right there. And little white paint apps there on the toes. So you can also do that combination if you wish. But the combination they have used on the show is, hey, you keep your head up. You got to keep your head up. So anyway, the combination they've used on the show is 4, 5, and 1. Right there. So this is the combination they've used on the show. I like to angle these out just because. So there you have that with eagle, tiger, and elephant. They have that combination right there. So that's pretty much it. For now, obviously, this will be incorporated in a future combination, but for right now, this is pretty much what you can do with it successfully anyway, instead of kind of doing like a kind of half combination. You know me, I like to do things official. But yeah, so there you go. It's pretty much it. So let's get this guy out of here. get these two separated, get them back into their animal modes. Right there, and whoop, and whoop, and whoop, right there. So there you go. There you have it. There you have a cube elephant and cube tiger. Right there. So yeah, some more cubes for the shelf. I'm enjoying this line. I know there are people who are hating on this hardcore, and hey, if you hate it, you hate it. Fine. Hey, like I said, you're not going to kill my fun. I'm enjoying this line. I find them very interesting. I do find the line fun. You know, I like this little cube theme that they're going with, and it's very interesting to see how they can get like these different animal modes out of basically the same shape. You know, so I mean, granted, for the people who love, you know, who love using the word lazy. Honestly, you know, for me, it's like I find it interesting just to see, you know, like I said, how they can get different animals out of the same shape. You know, for me, that's, you know, something I wouldn't be able to figure out. Maybe you could. I don't know. I'm not an engineer. I don't pretend to be. I don't claim to be. But I'm definitely enjoying the imagination behind this, because it does take some imagination to come up with this stuff. I'm sorry, you know, you can throw around the word lazy all you want, but it does take some imagination to come up with this stuff. And I will always give them an A for imagination and A for creativity, regardless of what anybody says, because, you know, you need it to come up with stuff like this. Honestly. But yeah, there you go. More cubes for the shelf, and you know, happy to finally have the core 5 members of the team here. So, yeah, can't wait for Gorilla to come out, and, you know, for the 6th member to come out, and all the other, whatever other cubage will be coming out this year. Definitely looking forward to it, because I do find this line fun. So, there you have that. So, of course, I picked this up from Hobby Link Japan HLJ. Of course, there are other sites that you can find stuff like this if you are interested. There are sites like CS Toys, Amiyami, Hobby Search, Mandarake. Of course, there's always eBay and Amazon, but do be wary of their pricing. And Big Bad Toy Store is carrying, well, so far they're only selling Zyuohger King. I don't know if they're going to be carrying anything else from this line, but they do have Zyuohger King, and of course they do have many other Super Sentai and Power Ranger items. If you are interested, there'll be a link in the description down below, so you can check that out. You can also check out my Zyuohger playlist for any reviews you may have missed, also linked in the description down below, so check that out as well. And I think that's it, so don't forget to check out EmGo's, check out Lori Plan, follow me on Twitter, all of that good stuff down in the description below, and I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So, there is the Zyuohger DX Cube Elephant and Cube Tiger, and this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud, boom in your face! Look, look, look. If you give me back my giraffe, I'll trade you an elephant and a tiger. An elephant? I don't need one of those. I already have one. Better luck next time. Hey, you give that back!